want to talk a little bit about heating tune-ups. Winter's coming and it's that time again. This is Steve Strafay Sr. from Rescom Heating and Air Conditioning in Westchester County, New York. It's just like anything else that has to get tuned up every once in a while or once a year, like your car. You have your lawnmowers tuned up, you have your generators tuned up. You go to the dentist, you get a little checkup, you go to your doctor, you get a physical. The purpose of tune-ups and checkups is to help prevent things from happening, but not totally eliminating it from happening. For like a heating tune-up, you go through a number of procedures. If it's done right and with the right tools, we're checking for what we call combustion to make sure that the gases are burning the proper way. Just want to keep this simple. I'm not trying to train anybody on this, but just to give you a rough idea of what should be going on. Again, we check combustion. That's the gases going up the chimney to make sure that the flame is burning the way it's supposed to and it's clean. You're burning all the gas that's being put into the burners. There's lots of types of heating systems out there, so there's a little bit more to it than that. But every gas heating system is going to have some sort of a flame. So where the flames are the burners. We want to make sure that they're clean and vacuumed and brushed, that there's no debris in there and there's no rust building up that's going to cause something like improper flame or the flame to blow a different direction. There are what they call draft inducers. There's a number of things. I don't want to get into all the technical details, but checking voltages and amperages on the motors to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and not overdoing anything. Again, tune-ups are not necessarily going to stop problems, but they're going to help minimize them and make sure that there's nothing obvious going wrong at that time of the tune-up. We're going to make sure there's nothing obviously wrong, like some loose wires that are easily accessible, any burnt wires, or any controls that may not be working properly at that time. Although controls can fail later. When we're doing our heating tune-ups, we're not like a dentist where we can put x-rays, put the little clips in your mouth and do x-rays and look inside your teeth or inside your gums. We can't do that. There are some tools that let us do a little bit of inside checking, but we can't check everything, and we can't really see the inside. All we can do is, sense a few things with these meters and stuff like that. So, again, precision tune-ups or tune-ups, whatever you want to call them, are not necessarily going to prevent any type of a problem. But if you don't do a precision or heating tune-up, there might be something that's obvious that can be taken care of for a few dollars, $100, or whatever the case may be, that will help prevent a major breakdown that can cause lots of money, or inconvenience, time, stress, aggravation, things like that. Because when things are going to break down, they're going to break down at the worst time when it's really cold out, typically, or at night when you got to call somebody out, an emergency service, things like that. So please be sure to get your heating system tuned up to at least make sure that it's working properly at that time. And some heating systems have air filters. You got to check and change your air filters. Air filters, the 1-inch air filters, typically most of them should be checked every few months, every 2 or 3 months, replaced as needed. Some systems have, higher efficiency furnaces, filters rather, that are 4 inches or 5 inches thick, and they'll typically last for the whole season. So, and those are pretty nice. They do a nice job. So, and you have steam systems, and you have hot water systems, and gas hot air furnaces, and you have what they call hydro heating systems, where you have a boiler and you have a blower. And if that's the type of system you have, you should also not just have your boiler checked, but also have your blower checked, and again, change your filter. The more efficient systems, whether they're furnaces or they're boilers, we call them the 90 plus furnaces. Your regular furnaces are 80, 85%, things like that. The 90 plus equipment tend to need more attention when you're doing your tune-ups because there's more to them, so it takes a little bit more time. But your basic 80% efficient boiler or furnace, to do a thorough checkup, if there's no problems, it should take about 60 minutes to do it, in most cases, if the furnace or the boiler is in an accessible location where you can work easily and comfortably. The higher efficiency furnaces or boilers, they should take longer than that, an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half, things like that, depending upon what type of system it is. So please don't forget to get your system tuned up. Try to minimize problems. Get your system working as efficiently, as safely as it can. Winter is coming, so get ready. Thank you for listening and have a great night. Good night.